feels nice to have the wind rush through your hair. Imagine the history this clock tower has seen. Did you find something? Let's try not to damage it too much. Let's rest up. I'll be right there. We're outnumbered. Watch out. You're as dependable as ever. A horror is preventing us from mapping the topography. Let's go defeat it. There's the cocoon of the hero Holly. I knew it was unstable, but not how bad it had become. Such turbulent pathos. Be very careful here. The seal could break at any moment. We need to jump into the past immediately and find the key to break the seal. Time is running out. But her pathos has been entrenched in the bond. I don't know how this will affect the link. If anything goes wrong, I'll bring us right back, but we'd best be prepared. Better safe than sorry. You've gotten stronger.
Come. Anything you want. Come again!
Finished replenishing our supplies? Brace yourself! Fight to the end! Yes! Your life is forfeit! Don't spread your wings! Use it well! This time we'll win. Strong enemy nearby. Stay focused. Sorry for taking so long. Take flight! We're running low on healing supplies. Stay alert. We're outnumbered. Watch out. Brace yourself. Fight to the end. This is an astonishing speed. Numerous creatures have now made this their home.
Welcome. Anything you want. Come on.
Everything ready?
You are truly remarkable. I never imagined you would command the power of my blood with such mastery. I want to grant you even more to work with. A token of trust I hope will serve you well. How interesting. I wasn't aware of there being a temporal rift in this city. Let's see how history could have turned out here. Only one way to... Together, we can't be deterred. Let's fetch the tome and vacate. If you see something interesting, let me know. Yet another temporal rift dealt with. Much obliged, my friend. Would you gloss through the new tome? I'd like us to discuss it. You seem well. Let's have a gander at the new tome. With an arcane forma, Idris fused a group of live revenants into a biological weapon. A Medican outbreak had decimated the world population, forcing him to take this final, desperate measure. This sounds like a timeline where Idris cast aside his morals to combat the resurgence. Another historical precept of sacrifices made to buy time. I see what you mean. Those who survive must persevere, right? You make a valid point, but Idris's indiscretions make me wonder. Was this tragedy truly necessary? Back to work, then.
Something the matter? Oh, impeccable timing. Random question. Would you describe yourself as a picky eater? Iron will, iron stomach. Go figure. Trade has picked up at the base these days. There's food on the market we haven't seen in a while. This seemed like the perfect opportunity to recreate some of my favorite childhood meals. My mother's homemade curry was to die for. These days, it's an extravagant treat. Unfortunately, I'm missing a key spice. If you should come by any, could you spare me some? Grant my wish, and you'd be my guest of honor at the feast of a lifetime. If you need me, I'm here.
I gather the resurgence occurred up ahead, judging by the terrain. Astonishing. Quite looking forward to this.
Is this the end?
You're awake. That's a relief. What is it that fascinates you so? That is quite rare. Make sure not to lose it. Apologies. We'll be there soon.
Something the matter? That smell! That intoxicating smell! You found my spice! You're wonderful. That's everything I need. I can't believe you found it! This is the first time I'm making it for anyone outside the family. Hold tight, all right? I'll whip some up for us. Well, do you like it? Really? You think so? I'm so delighted to hear it. Although, there's something off. It's not quite like I remember. I can't put my finger on it. Which is strange because, well, I followed the recipe exactly to the letter. I am beginning to suspect that Mother did not reveal all her secrets. Very well then. In fact, so be it. I'm not going to turn down a culinary challenge like this. Let's see if I can't sleuth out Mother's secret ingredient. Something tells me it needs more spice. A kick is what's missing here. Let's sample a variety and just sort of see what works. Come find me if you locate any other spices. I'll get to the bottom of this, recipe or no recipe.
complete. Excuse me, taking the back. Everything around us is a blur. It seems safe here.
Welcome. Anything you want. Come again.
Won't hold back. I can take this. I'll be right there. Are you all right? It can't be. It stimulates regenerative abilities. We're outnumbered. Watch out. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. It seems to continue on. Won't hold back. Can take this. Thank goodness you pulled through. Brace yourself! Fight to the end! Did you forget something?
Won't hold back! You can take this!
Here at your best. Let's pull ourselves together. Very well.
Brace yourself!
We'll soon reach the innermost area. That enemy is invigorating the others.
Won't hold back! No holding back!
so far. What is this place? Look out! Are you all right? The bond was unstable. We veered some years off the original jump coordinates. At the very least, we do appear to be in the right timeline, and that is fortunate. Curses. It seems like the bond is showing no signs of stabilizing. If we encounter any more problems, I'll take us back to the present immediately. You're awake. Good. How are you feeling? We're inside Holly's sanatorium. Allow me to bring you up to speed on everything that's gone on. That faulty time jump placed you directly in the midst of a revenant's frenzy. As a result, part of your body has mutated. The corruption was too much for you to bear, so you lost consciousness. Thankfully, Holly took you in. That's all I have to share, all I can tell you right now. If you want to learn more about your condition, you should talk to Holly.
Good morning. How are we feeling today? You're in luck. The doctor just finished her latest appointment. You'll find her in the examination room, just down the stairs and then straight ahead.
Your symptoms, they are quite intriguing. Please see the doctor for your examination.
Good morning! I see you're finally awake.
alive!
Doctor, please, you have to let the patient breathe!
I'm sorry. Can't believe I did it again. I get so happy, I can't help myself. My name is Holly Astorius. I'm a physician at this facility. So nice to meet you. We were beginning to worry you'd never come to. Glad you have. If you don't mind, I'd like to check your symptoms. Just as I thought. At first glance, your condition resembles a blight from the resurgence. However, it's actually more akin to an affliction unique to those of us in the Luxuria bloodline. So tell me, just how did this happen to you? Very well, I won't pry. We all have our secrets. So far as I know, your case is entirely unprecedented. If you're amenable, may I make you an offer? I'd like to treat you myself, here, at the sanatorium. No need to decide right now, of course. Give it some thought. Come talk to me a little later.
Well, at least it sounds like we have time to work with. Holly's supposed to be an expert on corruption, though. And even she doesn't recognize your symptoms? What's going on? Let's put the mission on hold for now, and focus on getting you healthy.
We meet again. So you want me to treat you? Wonderful. Now, as the first step in your treatment, we're going to pay a visit to the Forest Hot Springs. I'm sure you'll love them. I imbued these springs by repurposing my forme. We've seen very positive results. Taking soaks will slow the progress of your mutations. It's rather nifty, don't you think? This forma can only be cast with the unique healing attributes of the Luxuria bloodline. Regardless, we need to see how you react to the water. This will tell me if I need to adjust the forme at all. Oh, and I'll be observing you in person, of course. That reminds me, you have some unique abilities of your own. Hunters confuse hearts with revenants, can't you? I know we're skipping some steps, but I think I'd like to get to know you intimately. Heart to heart. Think you can spare some room on your back? Promise I'll be nice. A virginal experience at my old age? Living long certainly has its blessings. The baths are a stone's throw from the sanatorium. Just turn right as you step out the front entrance. This ought to be a fun date. Whatever you do, don't drop that. I have so many memories of people I cared about here.
Welcome. Anything you... Come again!
Did you enjoy shopping? Start by taking a dip in the indoor spring. It's on the left as you go in. There. Let me replenish these formae. Only, it's forbidden for others to see my healing power, so close your eyes and no peeking. All refreshed. There. You can open them now. It's finished. Yes, I'd say the treatment is working quite nicely. Surprised? As you can see, part of my body has the same mutation you have. So we're in the same boat. Don't worry. In my case, I'm able to control the symptoms myself. I come from the Luxuria bloodline. Our gifts are powerful and treasured. Those of our bloodline are born with the ability to heal revenants. It's no ordinary feat to heal an immortal being, you know. It takes something special. But, as nice as it sounds, it comes with its drawbacks. Using it causes the body to mutate. I suppose every silver lining has its own cloud as well. My own body can attest to those mutations. Nothing comes free in nature, but don't you think that perhaps that's a very high price to pay? The cure for this affliction is coveted by all in my bloodline, and many years of research were devoted to it. But we have yet to see any real results. Then the resurgence came, and with it, a tide of chaos. And many studies revealed that the symptoms of its victims shared certain commonalities with our affliction. My hypothesis: by researching the two conditions side by side, we may one day be able to treat the root cause. And we can't forget you. The struggles you face as well. Your symptoms are also much akin to our illness. I'm sure treating you will help me to advance my research. Now then, here's to a fruitful partnership. Next, could you make your way to the outdoor spring atop the cliff? I'm about to renew the formae here now. Mind closing your eyes once more for me? All refreshed. Thank you for not sneaking a peek. Go ahead and open your eyes. I'm the only doctor, but I have plenty of support staff on hand. Plus, I have a certain benefactor high up in the Bureau of Frontier Management who takes care of my expenses. He may not have a spotless reputation, but at the end of the day, my work is too important to worry about who writes the checks. After all, the lives of my patients are riding on it. By the way, I know you work alone, but seeing as you are a revenant hunter, I take it you're not with the association? Perhaps you've heard the name Alessandro Gobo? I only mentioned it because, as it happens, he leads the Association of Revenant Hunters. Just be careful with him. He's not one to be trifled with.
Doctor! Camilo's condition has taken a turn for the worse. Come quickly! He's stable for now, but the seizures are happening more and more frequently.
I'll be right there. Get the test serum. Have it ready, just in case we need to use it.
Yes, Doctor.
Sorry to cut our time short, but I need to get back to the facility. Are we all set? Thank you for escorting me back. I appreciate it. I should go attend to my patient now. And I enjoyed our first date.
According to the records, Camillo was the name of Holly's father. Not only that, she was found guilty of killing him. I'm not certain if the current situation is related, but I recommend we try following her.
I saw Holly running over to the examination room. I wonder what happened.
Make sure you dry off or you'll catch a cold.
How's he doing?
The attack earlier was heading in a bad way, but he should be stable now.
I'm administering another dose. Make a note on his chart, please. You came to check on me, didn't you? The man you saw, that was my father, Camillo Asturias. The disease has progressed to the point that he's having recurrent seizures. Frankly, I doubt he has much time left. I say father, but he's never really been much of one. He hasn't shown an ounce of affection toward anyone in our family. He was born to our bloodline, but even when my mother's ailment left her bedridden, he refused to spare any of his own precious power on her. As if that wasn't enough, he even offered her up as a sacrifice for progenitor Idris's seal. This, after she was already immobile. I don't think I'll ever find it in my heart to forgive him. But I'm also not letting him die. Forgive me, I didn't mean to saddle you with my personal baggage. Come, it's time for us to continue your treatment. Going forward, I'd like you to try a stronger spring. The effect on your symptoms should be more pronounced with more of the power present. There is, however, a teeny tiny little problem. The cave housing the stronger spring has been occupied by cultists. I've tried to work with them, negotiate a deal, but can't get through. They're too steeped in narcotics to string together much of a conversation. So, let's just say our next date's going to be a little more risque. Can I count you in anyway? Excellent. Let me know right away if your body feels any different, though. Okay? The cave is down the road along the path from the sanatorium. But don't push yourself. Is that clear?
out? There's nothing past here except for caves.
Why don't we rest before we keep going?
Welcome. Anything you want. Come again!
Did you enjoy shopping? Ride on, dear driver. Here we are. The next step in healing you. You'll find the spring in the cavern's innermost depths. Not to sound like a broken record, but if anything feels wrong, I need you to speak up. You understand? Judging by your current symptoms, I don't think we have anything to fear. Still, I don't want to lose you. Promise me you won't abandon me here, okay? These cultists worship the resurgence. Whereas most people see it as a threat, they believe its mutations will be their salvation. Even worse, they perform ghastly rites in an attempt to bring about another one, too. sure you grabbed everything? Did I keep you? Is that a spider lily? I'm rather fond of these flowers. They remind me of my mother. Just beautiful. She was a caring and spirited woman, always putting others before herself, even, and unfortunately often, to her own detriment. Wretch that he is. That man abandoned her without a thought. Maybe. But if there was, he never told me a thing. And if that's the case, well, then I think he can only blame himself. I've despised him from the depths of my soul. I've sat with that resentment eating at my chest. That's why I need to know. How could he abandon my mother? How could he abandon us? And why? What could possibly have driven him to it? That's why I can't let Camillo die on his terms. Sorry, I'm rambling again. Come on, there's more to hike. The spring should be just ahead. As are the cultists, unless they've miraculously vacated. I'd rather not have to fight, but we should be prepared for the worst. I believe we've reached the innermost area. I sense something tough. find our rhythm again.
Give me blood.
You're safe with me. Here's a taste. Over here. Feels your chest prick. That's your last. To heal for this. Don't let you down.
I got cocky.
You finally come to. How do you feel? We've been spotted. Here's a taste. Take this. Over here. You'll do just Now's no time to lose heart. No You'll do it. That's your last mistake. Lot to heal. Down to my watch.
I got cocky.
I won't let you over here. I sense something tough. Find our rhythm. Stay Now's our chance. You sure put them in their place. Seeing people get hurt I can do without. But I fancy the view from here. At least they left the spring alone. We'll take that as a victory. Now that the area is secured, we can resume your treatment in peace. Well, what do you say? Ready to take a dip? All right. Now, let me take another good look at you then. Good. Your condition is much improved. At this rate, I expect your symptoms to stay in remission. For now, we'll keep up these treatments. as we evaluate your progress. I'll come up with a long-term plan. Look, isn't it just a radiant bloom? They're so beautiful.
Can you hear me? The bond is at its limit. I can't sustain our presence here. I'm bringing us back to the present. I'm sorry. I apologize for pulling us out on such short notice. As I mentioned earlier, Holly's seal is dangerously close to shattering. It could be any moment. Let's go. We need to check the state of her cocoon. Then we can reassess.
Off to kill again?
And you are? Dr. Holly?
A gifted Revenant hunter, and a Revenant with an extraordinary ability. I've had my eye on you two for some time. Allow me to offer my assistance.
Why would you want to help us?
We share the same goal, to kill Holly. I lack the strength to fight her alone, but I can release her seal for you. We can take her madness on together. What do you say? Do you and I have a deal?
We are stuck on this without a clear solution right now. I suppose there's no harm if we decide to hear her out.
Perfect. Then that's that. It's only proper for me to introduce myself. You may call me Licorice. As you have seen, this forest has been permeated with Holly's pathos. Over time, it formed shackles throughout the region, thereby enhancing the power of the seal. To release the seal on Holly's cocoon, you must first unbind all the shackles. Free them, and you can free her. I sense her pathos acutely in 3 locations: the park, the church, and the apartments. Come, quickly then. I shall be your guide.
Given everything that's transpired, I think we need to review what we know. I'll be waiting for you in the confluence. Good. You made it. What's more, I'm glad to see your corruption is showing signs of improvement. Now, let's go over the current situation before we charge in blind. Regarding the source of your corruption, it's highly likely that Dr. Camillo, Holly's father, inflicted it. Cross-checking the historical data, we landed in a time period that coincides with a certain event. Namely, the very moment when Holly was forced to euthanize her frenzied father and the other patients. All of which leads me to believe that your corruption is the result of Camillo's frenzy. There is also Licorice to consider. We've seen no proof she can release Holly's seal as of yet. However, I will admit, she and Holly are linked by a potent bond. I think it's okay to trust her for the time being.
I've cast a forma so we can better track Holly's pathos. Each fragment will be marked by a pillar of light. Holly's pathos has stagnated in the forest. Let's set it free.